Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we will learn about pseudo classes in CSS. A pseudo class is used to define a special state of an element. If you remember this code, we learned about this in the video where we saw how to add style to links. We use these properties :link, :visited, :hover, and :active to style different states of our links. This something is called pseudo class. They provide us access to different states of HTML elements. These are all the pseudo classes available in CSS. Some of these are for links, some are specific for input elements, and rest others are general. You can use it for all the HTML elements. Let's try some of these to understand them better. Say we have to create this form. This disabled field has a light gray color, and when someone hovers, it shows this cursor not allowed. And when a field is focused, it turns light blue. When the focused input field is required, it turns this light red. And when someone hovers on this button, it turns darker. Lucky for us, CSS provides us with pseudo classes to handle these states. Let's try to code this. So let's bring up our code editor. Let's bring it up here. Now first, let's start with this one. So when someone focuses on an element, it turns light blue. So coming down here, so this is our input element. So first let's select our input element, then colon, and for focus we have this pseudo class called focus. So focus, and let's add some styles. So when this element is focused, change the background color to light blue. Let's save it. Let's run our live server. So HTML, right click and open with live server. And now when I focus, all my fields are going blue. Okay, so let's bring up our code editor again. Now the next thing is when someone hovers on this disabled field, it should show this not allowed cursor. So coming here. So again, this is an input field. So first let's select the input field. So input item and colon. So even for disabled, we have another pseudo class called disabled. Let's select it and let's change the cursor here. So cursor and not allowed. Let's save it. And now when I hover, it shows me this not allowed cursor. Now moving on to the next part. When I focus on these required fields, it should turn light red like this. So let's try this. So again, let's select our input field. So in our case, the class name is input item, colon. First, let's select when the field is focused. And now let's select when the field is required. And as you can see, I can give multiple pseudo classes. So first, I selected all the input items which are focused, and then I selected all these focused input items which are required. So let's change the background color. So let's give it red, let's save it. And when I focus, it turns red, but this red is very bright and dark. Let's make it light. So we use RGB. So first is R, so full red, 0 green, 0 blue. And even now, as you can see, this red is very bright. So we have another color coding scheme, which is called RGBA. This A helps to add some transparency. This A, it represents alpha, and we can change this value of alpha to handle the transparency. So the value goes from 0 to 1. 1 is the most opaque and 0 is the completely transparent. So let's say we give it a value of 0.2. Let's save it. And now when I hover, it gives me this light red color. Similarly, if the value was a bit more, say 0.8, it's a bit darker, more deep red. Let's just revert it back to 0.2. And as you can see, the password field is required and the confirm password field is also required. So when I hover here, it goes to red. Similarly, even this one goes to red. Now moving on to the last part. So when I hover on this button, it should get this deep blue color. So coming back here. So this is our button submit. So first let's select the button. So btn and submit. Now we want this action to happen when we hover. So colon, and we can use the hover pseudo class. And if you can notice here, the background color is given in RGBA and the opacity is 0.8. So if you just change it to 1, that should do the job. So background color, let's say RGBA. So red 0, green 0, blue full. And for the alpha, let's just give it a value of 1. Let's save it. And now when I hover, it still is not going bright. Let's see. So instead of blue, let's say 255. And as you can see, now this is going to deep blue color. That's all for today, guys. In the next video, we will explore some more of these pseudo classes. If there's something that you did not understand, feel free to drop a comment and we will discuss it. See you in the next video. Bye and take care.